Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhare Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhare Yashoda Nandana Rajadana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Yamunadhira Anachane Yamunadhira Anachane Jai Adavadava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhare Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Yamunadhira Anachane Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vishnupad Paramahamsa Acharya Stotra Sachi Shimatri Dandi Goswami Abhay Charavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivraja Acharya Stotra Sachi Shimatri Dandi Goswami Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Guru Prabhupada Ki Jai Nanda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Founder Acharya Iskonvirti Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Sri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shilpaldas Raghunath Sat Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyama Kundara Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Grandarat Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Jai Shri Ram Vishnu Krishna Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prahlad instructs the demonic schoolmates, Canto 7, Chapter 6, Verse 16. Vidvana pittam tanuja kutumbam Vidvana pittam tanuja kutumbam Pushnan svalokayana kalpate vai Pushnan svalokayana kalpate vai Yasviya parakya vidinna bhavas Yasviya parakya vidinna bhavas Tama prapadyeta yatha vimudha Tama prapadyeta yatha vimudha Vidvana pittam dhanuja kutumbam Pushtam svalokayana kalpate vai Yasviya parakya vibhinna bhavas Tama prapadyeta yatha vimudha. Vitam dhanuja kutumbam Okaya Parakya vinna bhava Pajatara vinna Udnakatama Svokayena kalpatarvaya Navas Dhanjakutuman Kalpatarvaya Mataji. Anapitham Ganujakuram Ansvalokaya Pativai Ayakyayanamas Prapayata Vidvan, knowing the inconvenience of material existence, especially in household life. Api, although itam thus Dhanuja, O sons of demons, Kutumbam, the family members or extended family members, like one's community, society, nation, or union of nations. Pushnam, providing with all the necessities of life. Svalokaya, in understanding himself, not kalpate, capable. Why? Indeed, yaha, he who, sviya, my own, parakya, belonging to others, vibhinna, separate, bhavaha, having a conception of life, tamaha, nothing but darkness, prapanyata, enters, yadha, just as, vimudha, a person without education, or one who is like animal. O my friends, sons of demons, in this material world, even those who are apparently advanced in education have the propensity to consider this is mine and that is for others. Thus they are always engaged in providing the necessities of life to their families, in a limited conception of family life, just like uneducated cats and dogs. They are unable to take to spiritual knowledge. Instead, they are bewildered and overcome by ignorance. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In human societies there are attempts to educate the human beings, but for animal societies there is no such system, nor are animals able to be educated. Therefore, animals and unintelligent men are called vimudha, or ignorant, bewildered, whereas an educated person is called Vidwan. The real Vidwan is one who tries to understand his own position within this material world. For example, when Sanatana Goswami submitted to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his first question was Kehami, Kenamaya, Jare Tapatraya. In other words, he wanted to know his constitutional position and why he was suffering from the threefold miseries of material existence. This is the process of education. If one does not ask, who am I? What is the goal of my life? But instead follow the same animal propensities as cats and dogs, what is the use of his education? As discussed in the previous verse, a living being is entrapped by the fruitive activities exactly like a silkworm trapped in its own cocoon. Foolish persons are generally encaged by their fruitive actions, karma, because of a strong desire to enjoy this material world. Such attached persons become involved in society, community and nation and waste their time not having profited from having obtained human forms. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, great leaders, politicians, philosophers and scientists are all engaged in foolish activities, thinking, this is mine and this is yours. The scientists invent nuclear weapons and collaborate with the big leaders to protect the interests of their own nation or society. In this verse, however, it is clearly stated that despite their so-called advanced knowledge, they actually have the same mentality as cats and dogs. As cats, dogs, and other animals, not knowing their true interest in life, become increasingly involved in ignorance. The so-called educated person, who does not know his own self-interest or the true goal of life, becomes increasingly involved in materialism. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj advises everyone to follow the principles of Varnashrama Dharma. Specifically, at a certain point, one must give up family life and take to the renounced order of life to cultivate spiritual knowledge and thus become liberated. This is further discussed in the following verses. Vidvana pittam danuja kutundam pushtam svalokayana kalpate vai yasviya parakya vilinna bhavas tama prapadyeta yata vimuddha.
Maharaj, just one question. Maharaj, जिन लोगों को हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए उनको बलराम कुटीर में वहाँ ट्रांसलेशन हो रहा है, तो वहाँ ट्रांसलेशन होगा हिंदी में, वहाँ जा सकते.
O my friends, sons of demons, in this material world, even those who are apparently advanced in the education have the propensity to consider this is mine and that is for others. Thus they are always engaged in providing the necessities of life to their families in a limited conception of family life, just like uneducated cats and dogs. They are unable to take to spiritual knowledge. Instead, they are bewildered and overcome by ignorance. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Mritam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthavitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Ganamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvedam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitam Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Bhakta Kanchana Gauramye Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Pajitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Shunyavani Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Prahlad Maharaj continues to instruct his schoolmates. Everyone in this material world is working in this conception, this is mine, this is yours. Everyone is dividing everything. And when they are trying to divide, they are fighting. This is mine. No, it's not yours. This is mine. Neighbors sometimes are fighting. No, it's not properly divided. We have to move this. Nations are fighting. This is my land. No, it's not your land. It's my land. They are fighting like anything just for small piece of land. They are killing each other. So many people are being killed because of this wars, conflicts. Because everybody thinks this is mine. It's for my enjoyment, not for yours. And Srila Prabhupada is saying so. These so-called educated people, they are not better than cats and dogs. Cats and dogs are always fighting. You can see it on the street. One dog is considering this is mine, and another dog is coming, and they are fighting like anything. And people who are fighting in the same way, they're not better than these animals. And Prahlad Maharaj has a great compassion to these conditioned souls. That's why in his prayers he will say that I don't want to come back to Godhead alone. I want to take all these fools and rascals with me. In the same way, Srila Prabhupada, he took these great compassion. And he went to the West to save all these people because they were bereft of this knowledge. They were just living like animals. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he sent his senior sannyasi disciples to England. And they came back and they said, there is no one to preach to there. They are living like animals. But Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he wanted very much to preach to all these people. So he was frustrated with these results of preaching. It was in Mayapur, in Navadvip. He was holding very big Navadvip parikrama, like 10,000 people were with him, and they came to the place where is Gaur Gadadhar temple, Champahati. And they came with this report that there is no one to preach to. And he said, very soon one of my disciples, he will bring the whole world to Mayapur. And he was looking in a certain direction, and this pujari of this temple, he told us this story. He was 100 years old when we came to this temple. He was serving these deities from 16 years. He got initiated by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur when he was only 16 years old, and he told him, you have to serve the whole life to the deities, and up to 100 years he was serving. And he told, I was watching where he is looking, because it was just next to me. And I turned and I saw Abhay Babu was there. So he was looking at Srila Prabhupada and he was saying, one of my disciples will bring the whole world very soon to Navadvip. So he knew who will do that. He knew. And one time discussion was going on. It was later on when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati already left the world, and devotees in Gaudiya Math were discussing, what does it mean that in every town and village the holy name will be preached and chanted? And some devotees, they said, maybe that means India. India, in every town and village of India, the holy name will be chanted. And they asked Srila Prabhupada, he was there in the assembly, they asked him, what do you think about this? He said, I think some very insignificant disciple of His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, will do this. In every town and village, the holy name will be chanted. So in Maharashtra, in every town and village, they are chanting, or not yet? Not yet in every village and town. So we have a very big mission. We have to go everywhere, in every town and village, and inspire them to chant, to take the books. At least we have to put one set of Srila Prabhupada's books in every village of Maharashtra. How many villages are there? 1 million? Or how many villages are there in Maharashtra? There are many villages. Maharashtra is a big state. population is almost like Russia. So you have a big mission, at least to distribute to every village one set of Srila Prabhupada's books. Because some of them, they don't have money to buy, so you can find a sponsor and you can put in every village one set of Srila Prabhupada's books. And some of them, they will become inspired, they will read and they will start to chant at least. Some of them, they can become devotees. So it's a very big mission. Srila Prabhupada was translating this 7th canto in 75. It was in 75, I think so. And Harikesh Maharaj, he was his assistant at that time, and he was transcribing what Srila Prabhupada was dictating. And he was the first who heard the 7th canto, and he was completely amazed. He approached Srila Prabhupada and he said, Srila Prabhupada, I am listening to your dictation, transcribing. It seems to me that you are in the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada said, yes. So, if we want to understand Srila Prabhupada's mood, we should read these chapters about the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. Then we can understand the mood of Srila Prabhupada. And we will be able to follow in his footsteps. He had such a great compassion. He went 14 times around the world. Very advanced age. Usually at this age, nobody is moving. One is sitting somewhere, and if you are a devotee, you are chanting. If you are a non-devotee, you are just frustrated with everything, cursing everyone who is passing by because they are enjoying and you cannot. You are very old. For non-devotee, old age is horrible. For devotee, old age is the best time of his life, because now he is almost free from lust and he can surrender completely to Krishna. When you are young, you have so much passion, it's difficult. Mind is very disturbed, but so many desires. But old man, if you are chanting all your life, in the old age you will become completely happy. So Srila Prabhupada, he went in very advanced age. He was traveling like anything. Because he had so much compassion, he wanted to visit every place. He went to America, then he went to Europe, then he went to Japan. He celebrated his first Vyasa Puja in Japan. He came there with few disciples. Tamal Krishna Maharaj was there, and some other senior devotees were there. Before that, he sent 3 disciples to Japan. He was given a morning class, and he said, whoever would, I would like someone to go to preach to Japan, and nobody raised a hand. Srila Prabhupada was thinking, and he said, okay, if someone will open a temple in Japan, I will come personally and will take him back to Godhead. And after such blessing, Sudama Prabhu, he raised his hand. He said, okay, I will go. And he went there with his wife Chintamani. And after that, Srila Prabhupada was thinking, I want to send someone else, because it's very difficult for them to be in this materialistic place and preach So he sent Purijan Prabhu. He was a very young man, he just finished college. Srila Prabhupada saved him from being drafted to Vietnam War. He gave him a letter that he is monk. He came to this military office and they released him from drafting to war. And Srila Prabhupada said to him, I want you to go to Japan because they are doing such austerity, preaching in this remote place. You have to help them. And he came back to his parents. He said, I want to go on the mission to Japan. Please give me money. They were collecting money for his marriage. And he convinced them. They gave him money and he bought a ticket and went to Japan. And after some time, Srila Prabhupada sent notice that I am coming. It was just a few days before Janmashtami. So he came. Together they celebrated Janmashtami in a small group, like 10 devotees were there. And Srila Prabhupada announced that tomorrow we will celebrate Vyasa Puja. Nobody knew what it actually means. It was first Vyasa Puja. So next day they cleaned the room. It was a very small room. They were renting for preaching small one-room flat. And they had the asana for Srila Prabhupada with his picture. So they took this picture, they put it upside down on the side, and they prepared this asana for Srila Prabhupada. So first thing when Srila Prabhupada came, he saw his picture standing upside down. So he sat on the asana. Burijan Prabhu started to offer arati. One sannyasi was chanting Guru Puja. Srila Prabhupada asked them, where is Pushpa? And nobody knew what is Pushpa. And one sannyasi, he was thinking, maybe Srila Prabhupada became hungry and I have to cook for him Pushpanna rice. So nobody knew how to celebrate Vyasa Puja. So Srila Prabhupada stopped and he started to chastise Tamal Krishna Maharaj. Did you saw how I was celebrating Vyasa Puja of my Guru Maharaj? He said, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I saw. Why? You don't know anything. So Srila Prabhupada gave them instructions how to celebrate Vyasa Puja. What is Pushpa? What has to be done? And he said, okay, tomorrow we will try again to celebrate Vyasa Puja. We have to prepare everything. So next day they were more successful. They knew what is Pushpa, what to do with Pushpa. This was first Vyasa Puja. And next day Srila Prabhupada started to teach them how to chant Sanskrit shlokas. He said, I spent so much time to put Sanskrit word by word translation. Nobody is reading this. So from tomorrow, before the class, we will chant shloka. So next day, Srila Prabhupada chanted shloka and he asked everyone to chant shloka. So one by one, everyone was chanting shloka and Srila Prabhupada was correcting them if they were chanting in their own way. He was correcting them. Next day, they were reading next verse and they were chanting shloka that was before and shloka that was for this day. Next day they were chanting 3 shlokas and 4 shlokas. In this way, Srila Prabhupada was staying there for a long time. In this way they read the whole chapter. And Srila Prabhupada said, tomorrow we will have an exam. Everyone will have to chant the whole chapter. in Sanskrit. And he was calling one by one, and they were chanting. He was correcting all of them, so it took a long time because they were doing many mistakes in chanting Sanskrit. And Burijan Prabhu was the last, and he saw all the corrections. So he chanted very well, and Srila Prabhupada said, yes, very good. And he told him that you have to study my books and teach others. In this way, Burijan Prabhu became the founder of Bhakti Shastri course by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada. And he did the first course in 88, I think so. There was the first course that, and his first students were Radhanath Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and all other senior devotees. They were taking this first course of Bhakti Shastri. There is a recording, you can hear their voices. This recording when he is teaching Bhakti Shastri course. And after Srila Prabhupada was leaving from Japan, he said, I want someone to go to Hong Kong to start preaching in China. Because Hong Kong at that time was British colony and was open for preaching. And Srila Prabhupada looked at his disciples and says, Burijan, you will go. And I will give you one sannyasi as assistant. He will help you to start preaching. Many times Srila Prabhupada was sending some devotee and he was given one sannyasi as assistant. Because preaching is more important than sannyas. So, Burijan Prabhu, with one sannyasi, he went to Hong Kong. For some time they were preaching together. Then sannyasi said, now I am leaving. Will you stay alone here? Or maybe we can send one Mataji that would marry you and you will preach together. And Burijan Prabhu, he was thinking for a while. He said, yes, okay, you can send someone. And this sannyasi, he made a phone call to Los Angeles temple and he asked, do you have any Mataji that can go to Hong Kong to marry this boy? And temple president said, yes, we have one Mataji. She just joined 1 month ago. And she is very ecstatically going on Harinam and we can send her. And they sent her to Hong Kong. The sannyasi, he did this Vivaha Yagya and went to join Srila Prabhupada. And they started to preach there. For many years they were preaching in Hong Kong. Up to now they are husband and wife. After some time, Srila Prabhupada sent a notice that I am coming to Hong Kong. We should prepare a program, invite some people. And they already had some congregation of Indian people. So when Srila Prabhupada came, he saw that only Indian people are in the program. He said, I send you to China to preach to Indians. You should bring some Chinese also. So next time when Srila Prabhupada came, one Chinese started to come for the program, one businessman. And they told to this businessman that you have to give some gift to Srila Prabhupada when he will come. So he bought a golden watch. And he presented Srila Prabhupada a golden watch. And after Srila Prabhupada's visit, he started to chant 16 rounds. And Srila Prabhupada, when he was leaving from Hong Kong, he said, next Guru Purnima, you have to bring one Chinese for initiation. And there was only one Chinese. But it was impossible for a resident of Hong Kong to get Indian visa. There were no connection between Hong Kong and India. So Purijan Prabhu brought him without visa to Calcutta airport, and this Chinese man, he gave his passport on the border, and they were looking a few times. He said, "You don't have visa." So Purijan Prabhu, he took out the letter from GBC, he gave to the man, and he said, "It is granted for us to get a visa on the border." There was a letter from GBC. You will get a visa on the border. And they had a meeting with this letter, what to do. And then they approached Purijan Prabhu, and they said, "If you will give some donation, we will give him stamp." So he gave them 100 rupees. At that time it was quite big money. And they put a stamp to the man. He crossed the border and he came to Mayapur. He translated Ishopanishad into Chinese, and Srila Prabhupada said, "Okay, read out." For half an hour Srila Prabhupada was enjoying Chinese translation of Ishopanishad. Was very happy to hear this transcendental vibration of Shastra in Chinese. And whenever any important man was coming from Kolkata to visit him, he was calling this devotee, "Come." And he was saying, he translated Ishopanishad into Chinese, and he was asking him, "Read out." And everybody was hearing Chinese translation. He was so happy, Srila Prabhupada, that one book is there in Chinese. On Gora Purnima Day, he gave him initiation. Yashomati Sutta Das, first disciple of Srila Prabhupada in China. He is still there in Hong Kong. And when he was given initiation, Srila Prabhupada gave an example. He said, if in the forest at least one chandan tree appears, the whole forest becomes fragrant with this chandan. In the same way, if one person becomes a devotee, the whole nation will be transformed. And we see now thousands of devotees are there in China. But it started only from one devotee. So Srila Prabhupada wanted very much to preach everywhere, in every town and village. So we have to put at least one set of Srila Prabhupada's book in every village of Maharashtra. That they would have some chance. How they will get a chance if they don't have any books, they never met devotees? There is no chance for them to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So now we have some time for discussion. If you have any questions, suggestions. There are no questions. We can stop, yes? Grandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all glories to the Samudras. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We want to thank His Holiness Bhakti Ratnakar Ambarish Maharaj for giving his valuable association to us. We also look forward again, Maharaj, whenever we are in India, come to Pune and give your association to hospital. So let us thank Maharaj by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. His Holiness Bhakti Ratnakar Ambarish Swami Maharaj ki jai.